Hi guys, you here, and let's get on with the chin rest. So let's go to top view and let me think. SY and make it a bit wider. In fact, you know what? I'm actually thinking about wrapping it around. So delete it, and we're gonna rip off part of this one. So let's grab these faces with Control up to here. In fact, you know what? Let's enjoy our life and let's grab everything. So here as well. And Shift D and simply P and on selection. Now let's go to local view and let's see what we can do with it. I actually like this kind of smooth theme going on here. So let's add a solidify modifier to it, and we need to move this one above weighted normals and above subdivision and possibly above bevel, I think. And now let's see, let's increase the thickness outside. Okay, and let me see this bevel thing. Yeah, this needs to be above it, and subdivision should be below the bevel. Now the only way to control these now, right, would be to actually run an edge here, either this way or through loops. But let's try to through bevel weight first. So let's go to edge bevel weight and let's do something like this and see how we're looking. We're looking good, but the bevel is too big. Okay, you can see that it's kind of looking weird. So first of all, let's make even thickness, and then let's work on this bevel. Simply make it smaller and then increase it gently. See, there we go. Now we're talking. Now this handle is way too thick, right? Just, you know, way too thick. So it needs to be, you know, needs to be soft, but not that soft. That would actually look pretty cool. Now what I want to do is move these up a bit. So let's grab these edges and actually straighten them up. SZ0 to make it a straight line, and GZ, and move it just a tinsy winsy bit up, you know what I mean? And then we can actually make it a bit more civil by fixing this side here. So GG, add a loop here to make it, you know, less curvy, and the same here, just add a loop here. And you know what, let me think. Yeah, this one will not work because of this one. So there's an angle here, you see. So we need to first fix the angle. So let's fix the angle first, like this. So I added a loop, and I'm going to connect these edges. And this is still, no, actually now we have quads. Perfect. Now we can actually add a loop, right? So let's add a loop in here, and let's just bring it a little bit closer here. Like this. Now get this pinching an effect in here, and I bet it's because of this, right? So let's remove this edge here, and this pinching effect is gonna be a problem. Why is it pinching on top? I don't understand. Is it a double edge in here? I think it's a double edge. Let's remove this. Ah, double edge, right? So let's draw this line back here. So K and C. Okay, draw here, then Z and enter. And it didn't? Interesting. Let's remove all of this. Something is not right here, guys. Ah, yeah, see that double edge, this one. There we go. Now we can actually add a line in here. So double edge was actually causing this pinching effect. SX0 to make it straight, and everything is perfect. In fact, you know what? We could actually straighten all of these, right? So just select all of these and go SX0 and make them straight, because why the hell not? Now we could move this one a bit higher. In fact, we could align these three verts. So let's select this one and select these three verts, and we could try to do this by mirror tools and see if it's gonna be successful, like that. And the same thing we would need to do on this side, because it's easier than run a mirror. So let's go to a back view and click on this, and Bob's your uncle. Nice. Now we get this kind of like a tilting effect here. I kind of like this. All right. So before we continue, is this enough? I don't think so. We need to create some kind of bumps on it, if you know what I mean. So So I'm going to remove these edges, and I'm going to actually introduce a loop tool in the middle, and then I'm going to split it, and I'm going to split it into that many, and I'm going to select all these loop tools. This shading problem is here because we lost the bevel edge in here, okay? So we can reintroduce it to enjoy ourselves. There we go. And wait a minute. Yeah, it's good. There's like a double edge in here. Am I dreaming? Or is it simply not perfectly aligned? No, it's fine. You see that like a thicker line in here? It just looks like a double edge to me, this one, you see? I don't know. Maybe it's an alignment issue. Let's grab these edges, and so these loops, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something like this. Just extrude them a little bit, right? Like that. And again, we got this problem here, so just select these two edges. I don't know why it's splitting like this. Bevel weights, there we go. And we're gonna select these, so just grab these. So control, and so I do it like this, okay? Shift click, right? And control click. Shift click and control click. Shift click and control, and I'm selecting all across, yeah, the faces. So shift click, control click, and we're good. And now what we're gonna do is get out of this silly view, and let's try to. We're not gonna be able to do it because we in solidify. Let's apply solidify first, right? And we can apply it because why? We're in edit mode. Ah, perfect. Let's do it again. So let's just select this one, and this one, this one, and this one, this one, and this one, this one, and this one. We will need to mirror this to the other side, but we can do it later. It's not even, you see. These ones are bigger than the ones on the other side, but it's okay. We could grab these, and actually, maybe the bigger one's gonna be better. You know, I'm thinking about it now. Maybe the biggest one's gonna be better. These ones. So these ones I think is gonna be better, like a cushion kind of thing. So let's grab these, and this, and this, and this, and that's okay. And let's actually insert them. So press I to insert them a little bit, and then E and S, Alt S, okay, to scale them upwards. You see, we don't want to overdo it, okay? So just you know, just a teensy weensy bit, okay? Something like this. That's cool. Like cushions, you know. I want to just create an image of illusion of cushions. Now let's add the modifier, which is gonna be a mirror modifier. Let's move this mirror on to the top and mirror this thing on its own axis, and we can actually bring the origin point back to geo, like that. Let's actually grab this mirror and copy across this, and now we're gonna apply it and move the origin point to geometry. There we go. Now it's in the middle. Okay. Perfect. So I think we're good. I think we're good. This should do. That's actually kind of smooth, right? Don't know if it's not too thick, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Okay, I'm thinking that we might be redoing this stock just a little bit, but before we do that, let's work on this one, shall we? So this one was just a piece of geo, so we're gonna delete it, and we're gonna actually grab a piece from this because we have all these modifiers going. So Shift D and P to its own selection, and you see, got this shape going on already. So select everything and E to extrude it on X, right? And now we can actually run some edges in here on the corners of this geo. And this should actually wrap this thing up a little bit better. Maybe loops would be better. Probably, yeah. Okay. Well, this will do. This will do for now, guys. We're not gonna do anything more with this one because we're gonna be redoing it later. It's just you know, concepting at the moment, right? So we got this chin rest and cheek rest. Sorry, not chin rest, cheek rest, and the padding at the end of the stock. And you know what? I'm gonna do it now. I think this stock is a little bit too thin. So pass through, make sure it's on, and B, and let's select these little buggers, and GZ, and just move it down. Literally, just move it down like that, and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I think it's a bit better. Also, this one is way too, too sharp, so we might relax this one. So what we're gonna do is select all these, okay, all these, and GG, and simply move them up here like that, right? And then select these and GG, and move them just down here like this. So we're gonna kind of relax this end of the stock to something like this, but I'm not really keen on this. So let's relax this one, dissolve it, and in fact what I will do is I'm gonna run a line in here. So C, right, Z, click, and should go across. And then I'm going to literally move this one to the front a bit. So let's grab this, and this is actually freestyle modeling at the moment. We're just, freestyling with the verts, yeah? Using the power of sub D, which is great. And this one, move it a little bit lower so it curves gentler, in a more gentle fashion. GG, move it up like this. And, we could do the same thing here. So let's see how we're looking. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. We lost this angle here, but that's fine because we can always move them in as such. So we could do it GX and literally move it in. So these two angles match, you see? You can actually move it in a little bit more, like this. Okay, perfect. And this one is too thin as well, in my opinion, so we're gonna move it up. So deselect all the verts, and let's select these, and let's move them up, okay? Like this, right? Yeah, that's better. It's just, I don't know, it looked a little bit too weak for this weapon, maybe. And I'm thinking now about combining this here, I don't know if I should do this, like another loop in here, like this, right? And literally combine these into one geo. I don't know. Let me save it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a power save here. Power save first. And let's see. What if we're gonna remove this? Oh, see, that's actually much better. We didn't need it. Maybe that's cool. You know what? I think that's cool. That's kind of alright. It's a bit, a bit more robust looking. Also, I'm not too keen about these openings in here, to be honest. These ones, right? I don't know, because I want to do something else in here. So this one is cool, but this one is, I don't know. Maybe it goes too deep, So what I'm gonna do is get out of this occlude mode and simply go to go to vert mode and select all these verts here. So select this one and select the verts, right? All around. But you need to be sure that it's all around in the middle. And press Shift 1. This will merge them in the middle, okay? Let's go to local mode, you see what's gonna happen. So the Shift 1 is gonna merge them in the middle, but it's gonna merge them on a flat surface, you see that? And now what you can do is you can combine this and you're done. And then you're gonna grab all these, right? Okay. Just grab it with a, whoops. Just grab it with a box. Oh, come on. Box cutter, there you go. I mean the box select, sorry. And Shift 1 and simply merge it here, right? Now let's go to occlude mode and see if we don't have any funky edges. We don't. And let's do the same thing, okay? So let's select these verts, right? Shift 1 and move it in here, and then select these and these, nope, come on, these verts, there you go. Shift 1 and move it to the front one, okay? And then these in the back, come on, there you go. And these ones, and Shift 1 and move it. What happened? Something's, oh, this one is selected, there you go. Shift, you gotta be careful. Shift 1 and here, and these, and actually, you know what, let's just select this one, and we're done. So now let's see how it looks, because we can always revert it, you know, because we have it, you know, we can mirror it. Yeah, see, it just looks, I don't know, looks better. It just makes more sense. This makes more sense, yeah. So let's mirror it to the other side. What the hell is this? Some junk. Let's move it to the other side. So let's simply mirror it, and not like this. We're gonna mirror it across to the other side. Perfect. All right, and that's actually I'm happy with. All right, so let's you know, let's save it again. Right now, the front. Let's just finish the blocking, you know, because that's what we're doing. Actually, you know what? Let's remove this one and let's simply grab. It's gonna be easier. Let's grab this face here from this one. Okay, so let's grab these two faces, right? Shift D and P to its own selection, and then grab this one. Select all these faces in the middle. Okay, Shift 1 and select these two edges and simply dissolve them. And now we got this plane. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, right? We're going to inset it, okay? So press I to inset it, like this, okay? Control I to delete faces outside this selection, right? Select the face and simply extrude it on x-axis, okay? Like this. See, what I wanna create is I wanna create some kind of a front piece here. So let's move the geo to, origin to geo. Let's scale it a little bit and move it inside, okay, like this. That's what I want, you see? Something in front, okay? Either made of, you know, made of one piece, like this, okay? Or we will create actually two of those. Or what we could do, another thing we could do is simply grab a cylinder, and you need to make sure you got a lot of segments in here, a lot of verts, because it needs to be smooth, right? Make it smaller, bring it bring it in here. I press H, Alt H to unhide it. Bring it in here and make it smaller like this, and bring it in here, and you know, make it longer on, change it to global here. On this axis, go to front view and make it a little bit larger because it's too small. GZ to move it lower, and now we're gonna shift D to a lower location. And you know what? Let's wait a minute. We're on the wrong side of the gun. Front, left. No, we're gonna go to right. There we go. Here. And let's actually hide this one for a second, okay? And see if this one's gonna look better. This one could be smaller, you see, and they definitely need to be closer in. So somewhere here. That's a double geo, GX, and move it in. I'm just gonna, you know, I want to check visually if it's actually better. No, it isn't. It looks just, it looks funny. So let's remove it and let's go Alt H to unhide this piece. And I think we're gonna stick with this one. This one fits, you know. I think it's too long, so we might actually move it a little bit deeper, like somewhere, maybe here, maybe. Yeah, something like this, you know, maybe. I'll think about it. But anyway, guys, this would be it. And also, the last thing I want to do is fix this rubbish, because it doesn't look good. So we're gonna actually just simply scale it and move it like this, okay? Just simply move it for the time being, okay? It doesn't have to be accurate, but simply move it for the time being like that. And we're gonna be fine. We're gonna fix it later, so don't worry about it. It just looks better. I don't like these, you know, edges on the top and bottom. It just doesn't make any sense here. So this is much better, and we will add some mechanism in here, so we're gonna deal with it. But you see, it looks cleaner, looks just less, I don't know, cartoonish. Okay, so this would be our main, I think, block out. To be honest, I still want to add something in here, some element, but I'll think about it later. And we need to definitely do something in this area. And what I'm thinking about actually is to create a gap between the stock and the main part of the gun, and maybe put some kind of like absorbers, because you know this is gonna have a hell of a kick, right? This gun, this rifle, you can imagine. So maybe it would be cool to put some kind of, you know, kickback dampening mechanism, kind of like gas, you know, gas tubes or something, kind of pneumatics that will, you know, sort of soften the blow when this thing kicks back. That's what I'm thinking. And also something in here, definitely. And this thing is too big. So what I'm thinking is what we could do is we could actually grab all these things and go to pass through and B select, right? And SX scale it on X-axis, okay? So will it work? Let me see. It does work, it's just very slow. SX, scale it on S-axis. I mean on X-axis, sorry. Like this, right? What is happening in here? Maybe you know what we're gonna do. Select this edge, shift and cursor to select it, switch pivot point to cursor, and then we're gonna be selected again, right? So be selected like this, and then SX, and it's gonna scale on the cursor now. There we go. So maybe not that narrow, but a little bit more narrow. It's so slow. If your computer slows down really badly, just switch off subdivision here, okay? I'm running a very powerful computer and it slows down too. You see, it's much faster now. So simply turn it off and you're gonna be fine. But what I'm trying to do, guys, right, is to make more space for this one, you see? Because in my opinion, if it's gonna go diagonally into the mechanism, it cannot be so close to the edge of this. And I see that looks a bit more relaxed, and that makes more sense to me, okay? Alright, so that will be it. And in the next part, we're gonna start thinking about adding details to this rifle. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.